Hello. I am in a bit of a pickle here. I built a little mechanism so that my front end Flutter app can check if there's a connection to the back end app. And if there isn't, it can well, let the user know. And it actually works fine. But because I'm using the logic to do that within the logic, I'm using the message block, which when I was designing it all, I was running it whilst signed into the application. When I sign out, I get this error because the same thing is listening using this message block. But we don't actually, at the login stage and the sign-in stage, it doesn't know anything about the message block yet. Yes, so we need to make some changes. And you can see that quite clearly. This is the bit of code that ultimately is going to check the back end, and it just returns a little OK. And if everything's OK, it emits a message loaded, which is kind of like generic. It's like it's not an error, basically. Another good reason for doing what I want to do is to sort of separate concerns a little bit. Otherwise, it emits out this message health check failure, and inside the cup app, it's listening on that message block, and if it hits that particular event or that state, it knows then to render out this one that has the message saying offline. So you can still use the app, especially with some of the hydrated block offline data. It's okay, but it does let you know by making the safe area red, and also a little extra item inside the there's basically a little, I don't want to call it a row. It's a column that contains the main app, but with also this red text that says offline. So, which I can't show you because I signed out. And when I signed out, it forever breaks things. So I think what we need to do that would make sense is to create a different block, because we do have the auth block, which is really concerned with your authentication process. So I don't really want to lump it in with that one. The message block is really the generic way for streaming, well, at the moment, for streaming data back from the server. So I put it in there because I thought, well, fair enough. And the user block is just the list of users. So I think we do capital A and we call it health block. Oh dear. Health block. No, I'm showing my wizardry. Why can't I move that up a directory? I'll just delete it. Is this going to put it in the right place? I created it as a file. Capital A, health block. Yes. Right. Now, we're going to want to have a health block dot. And the convention is we're going to want a health event and a health state. Okay. actually like to do some typing here, but I'm starting to find NeoVim not as good. I don't know whether I'm getting... I used VS Code yesterday for a bit and was like, actually this is pretty good. VS Code. Right. Let's define our state first of all. Let's just use this one as an example. And so, yeah, we're obviously going to want that bad boy. And then we can define an abstract class, and we're going to call it health state. Health, I don't know. If we're talking about the app health, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. It's vague and generic enough for us to do different stuff with it if we want to in the future. So we're going to want to have I think health initial. I guess there's going to be 3 states. Health unknown, health checking, which I don't think we even need to. We don't need to render anything when you're checking it, because that's just going to be annoying. Health bad, or I think we can get away actually with just having health bad and health good. Health state. And we don't actually even need... Do we even need any data? I don't know why I thought I was using that. I think I'm using a message response. It's just a response that the health check returns. Response. Yeah. And then if we look at the auth events, and again we're going to want to have that and an abstract class health event, and I guess it is just check health. Don't even think we need the user. It's stateless. Check health. Go and check the health. Yeah. In which case we probably don't need that one either. Yeah. Right. So then, health block is going to be empty. Right, so the boilerplate for this, given actually that we're really copying this one, but with a lot less stuff in it. I'm just going to copy and paste it all, and then remove what we don't want. So we're going to call this health block, and we message event, yeah, health event and health state. Yes, go and get that. Okay, I've got this logger going in. It's going to have another gRPC repo. We really don't know if we need all of this. We definitely don't need that. We'll leave the logger in there. We're not going to have a stream. We're not doing any RX start related things. Therefore, I don't think we need to have the dispose. This is now called the health block, and we don't need that. And did we put in a health? Good. I think we'll just define it being all good. One positional argument. I don't even think we need the logger. We don't want that. On health event, get rid of that. This is unneeded. Health good. Hang on. These are the states. Well, actually, if health is good, we don't need anything in there. Alright, we can remove that. Oh, we missed that one. Health block. And we're going to call it a health block. On event. Yeah, okay. Health event. Health state. If event is, I think really, we're now down to now what was that one? Check health, yeah. Do I need to? If event is, well, let's just clear out the rest of this goobage because we don't need a lot of these things. That's all to do with the stream. Right. All right. Guess this could be a problem because the old code had that same name. Check health was potentially in message event. Yeah, okay, that's confusing. I have to go and remove that from there as well, but let's just overlay this bit on health check. Yeah, okay, that's going to be expecting a health state. A health state. And we deleted the handle loaded state events, which doesn't actually do anything. Yeah. I don't think there's any more events to listen to on here. We just want to say if it's all good, health good. Ooh, what's going on with my editor? And health bad with the response. Yeah. And we can remove that. Okay, pretty simple. Nice and small as well. Now, because we want this to be usable throughout the application, and the only bug with it working, as I said, it is working at the moment, it's just that I define all of the logic for the health check inside the block provider. I'm listening to it in other screens, not the login screen, so as soon as you land on the login screen it goes error. So I just want to split it out from that. So we're using a multi-block provider down here when you sign into the application to listen to both the message stream and the user list. So we could do the same up here where we're listening to this block provider that handles the auth state. I wonder if we can wrap that with, I don't know, a column, and then pretend that it's actually a multi-block provider. Is, and that should be providers. Parameter child, yes. Ooh, this is a bit nested. So the logged in app is the main bit of code in this case. Whereas in the block provider I had given it right. Right, okay, so that's one block provider. I think we need to move that Oh. Down here. Okay, and then we can create a bring that in. Oh, I'm confused. Health block, health block, health block, health block. Right. I got a funny feeling we didn't need to pass that in. Yeah. I think we might have been getting carried away with our search and replaces. Where's our main? Main. Right. So we're going to have to refactor some of this stuff because main is just getting crazy. Anyway, it should mean that this health block stuff is available now at the top level. We haven't got any syntax errors, so let's just see if everything runs. More than likely still going to get that error screen, which is fine. So we can remove that stuff now. What did I do? It was inside the Cupertino app, wasn't it? So this now needs to be listening to health block. And we can remove those two. And health state. Yeah, we'll just bring all these files in. And health bad, I believe. The body might complete normally. I think I've deleted something. Health bad. Yeah, okay, that was it. Don't know what I did there. Everything feels like it's a little bit sluggish. I've got some bad CPU stuff going on somewhere. Yeah, 40%. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's OBS. Doesn't seem to think it's an issue in what is it in this thing? Maybe it does. Something's cooking. Don't know what it is. Which is a shame. Right. Well, that was pretty good. Let's remove some of these bits from the message block, which in itself should break a load more stuff. Yeah, we don't want any of that. And So here is, right, so this is the code on the login screen, on the logged in app. Whenever you change the, should be able to sign in now. Come on, Han. Yeah, whenever you click on these things, it's going to push this message into the message block. But it's actually now let's import that file and that file. Yes, so that thing should then be received in the health block over here as a check health, and it will run this little await thing that goes off. Actually, we can go all the way down to here. That's going to go to check health, and that will go over to the go, and it will say, check health, and it's literally just going to respond, okay. Obviously, if it doesn't respond with okay, well, if it does, it's going to respond with that state, health good. Otherwise, it's going to be health bad with the response, just because we can send a little bit of data with it as well. I'm sure there's more to do. Let's just make sure that those event states have gone. Gone. Message block. Yeah, so I don't think we need any of this anymore. SD. Unused. Yeah. Oh, SD. Right. Let's restart the app. Well, I don't know about you. I can see it says offline at the top. However, unfortunately, the back end is running by the looks of things. Check health is running when I tap the bits. If I stop the server, yeah, okay, so it's working. And if I start it again, we're back online. That's nice, but it did look to me like when we initially booted off, it thinks it's bad. Now then, why? Is there anything in El Logo? Nope. Okay, well, this should only be doing this whole extra bit with the red or the contrasting color, which we do need to change. But anyway, this bit, if this state is health bad. So where are we using health bad? Only if that responds incorrectly. That's kind of weird. What are we initiating that? Health block with. Maybe we should. Can we throw something in here? No. Health block. Has health good as its initial. And yet it thinks it's offline. Why? Why? What? What? Well, I wonder what happens. Oh, are we running? Yeah, we are running. We get offline. We sign out. Okay, we don't get the horrible error anymore because it can read that offline status. But there's another issue here, and that is we are not. Sure if there's any indication that the user that's going to disappear as soon as they're online. I think I would expect that sign in button not to work, but it will. Okay, that did not stick on. Only if I hot restart the app. It's interesting. That is interesting. Anything that should be good. Health good. Unless we are getting a response that is where's my response error. I have got too many windows open. Where's my health block? I wonder if that is... It might just be because things are loading up before the gRPC connection is established. And it's trying to call it, and that's failing, so... I'm not sure if we can use a widget's post-frame callback here, but... Yeah. I don't know if that's the right place to put that. What am I doing? Actually, we're already doing that. Trigger the health check for the initial tab. Maybe if we are just assuming that there is nothing. Yeah, Yeah. People are only going to see that there's an issue now when they change tabs, which I think is it's good enough. But if I restart the Flutter app using hot reload, it's going to get that wrong because it's thinking all's good until you try and do something. Yeah, no, I think that's... there should definitely be something in there. That initial state oh god, what is it? Future. Yeah, that was it. Yes, don't use the build context. Yeah, I think that's actually a little bit better. We are actually offline. If I run it again and restart. Yeah, that's good. If I stop it and I restart, oh, it does actually tell me. Yeah, I prefer that. Oh. What do I call it? Void. Check health. Why have you capitalized it? Okay, don't invoke print. Yes, okay. I hope we can get rid of that. Right, let's buffer. Delete other buffers. Yes. Restart. Boom. Oh. Boom. Oh. Carries on saying, oh. But we have got our cache users. Can I sign out during an O? Ooh, we've got a broadcast stream controller. Still something to do with the message block there. Yeah, that needs handling. Sign up screen. So I think it's interesting. The login screen, because if you have got no internet, we're not running that thing to check the health on the login screen. So where was that function that we were just looking at? I think it was on logged in app. This little guy, we go on to the login screen. I guess we can have a copy of that one as well. Yes, go and get all your files. We can have that run when you press OK. Now that's interesting. Well, I guess that's it. Check health will clear, or it will only clear it if it's successfully isn't offline anymore. So that should clear that but not log you in, and that should give you the error about logging in, but then also tell you that. So yeah, I think that's good. Oh, there's lags going on my system. I don't like it. Not registered, we'll have to do the same thing. Maybe they can actually just copy that. We'll copy it. Hey, it doesn't look like I've got an init state on there. What am I doing? They should be in there. Yep. Bring that in. Bring that in. And check health when you push the button, right? Submit sign up. I think we should do it on the cancel button as well. And oops. Check health. Why not? We'll just throw it there. And does it work when we go from one screen to the next? Yes. No. No, that wasn't actually. Oh, this computer! Not registered. Not registered. Right. Stopping it. Not registered. Yeah, not registered isn't doing that. We can probably, from the login screen, yeah, we'll run a check health there as well. All right. So I think I just want to check if server's up, Flutter's relaunched, everything's good. What if somebody wants to sign in, register, they click on that, we're offline. I won't bother. Should really just not bother at all. Right. But if the cancel button is pressed, it should, yeah, and then we can, actually I'm going to register. Neil. Passwords do not match. Shadoof, Neil. Okay, I think that's pretty nice. I stop the server. We get some issues. If I restart the app, yeah, you get a little second there, and then it goes, oh, yeah, we are offline, you know. But as soon as you have connection again, and you click on one of these buttons, I mean, I could have put in a thing that's just checking all the time, you know, on every second or every 10 seconds. It's fine, yeah, if you've got the bandwidth to do it, but I don't know whether in this app people can just go, well, if it says it's offline and they're just going to sit there and wait, then I don't think that's what people do anymore. They just try clicking on things. That'll do. Okay, I think I'll end that video. It was good. We got some good stuff done. I'm not sure if there's any more bits in left over. Let's have a look at lazy git. So what have we done? That's to do with the timeout. And oh yeah, I guess that's the other thing to demonstrate here. I created another test environment which seems to crash my computer, although it might have just been something in lazy. AOFT go, yeah. Yeah. If I just look at the code, yeah, it's basically going to connect with these now the SAN compatible certificates. The existing certs I had worked fine from Flutter to Go, but if I wanted to go from Go to Go, it complained. It said no, you need a different type. So that's handled in a different video. But yeah, this will go through and just create 1,000 users, or as many as you want. And because we're streaming over here, it should see them. So if I go run dot A1, A0, there we go. They're appearing. And yeah. The reason that it's taking quite a while is because of the hashing algorithm. I think the other thing to point out, because this led to, it's always when you add more features you get more issues. So this has got offline caching, this app. So if I was to restart the app, it's obviously got that list. And once it gets the connection again, it will receive all of the existing records. If I go into the user list block, whenever it receives a new a user, so when you ask it to start streaming, it's going to say, "Oh, I'm going to give you all the users," even if you've had them before. But it checks to say, "Oh, well, if you've got that ID number, then just remove that ID from the list, and then add them, so you won't get duplicates." However, if you've got a cached list of all these A1, A2, and I delete those records, then your cache list is always going to have those. So I was thinking about how you actually handle that. As soon as you have offline data, things do get a bit more complicated. I mean, it's all just, the users aren't going to change very much, but I'm trying to keep it as a sort of generic application. Potentially it will just do a one-time check to say, here's all the user IDs that I've got, and the server will go, well, actually, these ones don't exist, and then it can start streaming back from the server. You know, let's say A15 is not there anymore, then it could stream A15 and A17 and A18. That would then remove them from your local cache. Possibly the way to do it. I don't know. I don't know. Where was I? I think I was in LazyGit, wasn't I? Yeah. So that was all that stuff to do with the testing. Yeah, that's okay. Putting the security stuff back on to test the speed of it, and then all the health block stuff. User list. I wonder if I've still got my gRPC repository. This thing, we don't need that anymore. I'm actually wondering if we even need this anymore. Yeah, we do. Okay, of course we do, because it's calling it from the repo. Yeah, let's undo that. All good. It's all good. Okay, ending that video. Cool.